Hello everyone, it is now December. Welcome back to Farming Simulator. It is now December, and the biggest thing you guys will notice is I took the liberty of completing as many contracts as I could towards the end of November. So you guys will see the contract income is actually our highest it's ever been. It was up to 65,000, and I've got $18,691 in the bank. So we're laughing. Let me take you over to, this is obviously our John Deere that we bought. We've got a bunch of fertilizer on it as well. So it is starting to snow as well. Very cute. Very, very nice. Let me take you over to the farm and let's see how everything's going. We've got, last episode we obviously got the warehouse, and along with that we've got the truck, the new truck, and the water bowser, like the tank at the back. So it took me 10 trips to go back and forth between this little stream up here on the left and the farm to fill up the warehouse. But we are now producing, I'm pretty sure we're producing cabbage or lettuce and tomato, maybe lettuce and tomato. I think, I can't remember if I decided to do strawberry as well, but I think just lettuce and tomato for now, which is just fantastic. It's a really, really good way to start. I think it's going to be very profitable for us too. Let me just get over this hump here and head on down to the farm, and there you can see it in the background. Beautiful. That is all our land, of course. So today's objective, this is the last calendar month that we're going to be able to use contracts to get income. So the last time that we'll be able to borrow, last time that we were able to borrow equipment for contracts. So we can still use contracts next year, but I just won't be able to borrow any of the equipment for them. So it's important to make sure that we have all the equipment purchased that we need. So a couple of things I'd like to do, and let's just go check everything real quick. We now have 98 eggs. That's crazy. 98 eggs is pretty good, 80 kilos, but no point selling that yet, but we do have enough there to keep it going. We've got enough food here as well if we need to. I can probably actually push that onto the side, so let me drop this fertilizer off just here. Actually first, is there any fertilizer contracts? There's cultivating. Well, looks like we'll be doing some cultivating ones. There's no fertilizing ones, obviously because it's December, so there's no need to do any fertilizing ones. Let me drop this off and then we can crack on. Let's just put the wheat in there too. Just push this in. There you go. Hopefully that disappears. There you go. Perfect. So the chickens have now been fed, and they should probably do us until maybe February, maybe March if we're lucky. So that's fine. Let's jump out of here and let's check the greenhouse. So we are producing, I think you guys just saw there, we are producing lettuce and tomatoes. Where's the own productions? Here we go. So plenty of water, and yeah, we are making just lettuce and tomato, as you can see. So we've got nearly 500 liters of both. I wonder where they'll probably spawn here, seeing as that's where this is. Interesting tree. I wonder if I can get rid of it, but nothing produced just yet, so looking forward to being able to sell those. I think the best price for lettuce and tomatoes is February from memory. I don't know if I'm actually saying that or if I've looked at it. Let's check. Tomatoes, yep, February, which means lettuce will probably be February too, I think. So we've got a good little, lettuce is worth 2,000, that's great. We've got a good little period now to let this do its thing, and hopefully in a couple of months time we'll be able to sell them all and get some mad profit. So that's that. The wheat field going okay. It does need rolling, and it started to get some weeds. Let me see what just popped up there. It's a large weed. I should have de-weeded it. I don't really want to spray it with herbicide because I can't afford it at this stage. So that is going to be an issue, but nothing I can do about it for now. So yeah, time to decide what to do for this episode. So if we click P, let's bring up the discount and see what's on sale. We do have a tractor, a Series 7 Deutz-Fahr. I don't know if I've said that right. But that is, how many horsepower? 247 horsepower. That'd be amazing. And we've got a sprayer. Okay. We've got a tree cutter downer for 200,000. Definitely not going to be able to afford that. We have got a mulcher, crush the crop stubbles. Don't know that's a thing. And a challenger, which is actually affordable. 160 to 225 horsepower. I don't know how it's variable. but that could be quite good. What's the John Deere? The John Deere is 116, so we do need a second tractor. Now, part of the thinking behind this as well, oh sorry, I clicked the wrong one. Part of the thinking behind this is being able to send a tractor, because obviously we'll be able to use workers in the new year. So 560 weight, why does it have a weight? Interesting, I didn't know that's a thing. Can we get it so that it's got a front loader set up? 200, $24,000 more. Yeah, nah. Alright, so it's 200 horsepower. That is pretty good. Let's see if we can set it up to make it medium tires and weights. See, I don't think we need the weights at the back. Could do narrow tires. I don't want the twin wheels because we don't have any use for that yet. No. Maybe we just go standard. We've got the weight and we've got the license plate. So if we saved $31,000, we could be able to afford this. So that's something that we could seriously consider. The other thing is we could probably get ourselves maybe a plow, maybe a trailer. If we get a trailer like this, we might be able to do a lot of the wood transport missions and also start to look at getting sawmills as well. So lots of ways we could play this. I was looking at purchasing some of these too, but it costs too much. It's ridiculous. The amount of money that you need to purchase this land, 400 grand. There's nothing that I could possibly purchase for 400 grand to make it all worthwhile, you know? 109, yeah, 200. That one, 108 is pretty cheap, but there's not much on it, so that's why. That costs $500,000. That costs 700,000. It's just too much. So any of those fields that I was hoping to be able to afford to turn into wood, they are a long, long way away. So not being able to do anything with them is going to suck for a little while, but that's alright, because we still have this bit of land that we've purchased. So I think arable is going to be the way to go until I can afford more money to basically buy something else. So yeah, 200k. Even this one. Now this one's on a hill, I'm pretty sure, but 200k is too much. So it's going to have to be the field that we've got for now. And I wonder if I'll be able to get one that's got grass on it. So let's just have a quick look. Crop types. We just want grass. Where's grass? There. It's a field 80. Oh, 44k. And the grass is ready to harvest. So that could be one that we go to. Cool. Obviously we'd then have to drive up and down all the time, but we could then get more animals and we'd be able to feed our animals using their silage and stuff. So the other thing that we want to do is potentially purchase a warehouse too. So if I go Shift P, let's hope this doesn't break my game. It always lags a little bit when I bring up this menu for the first time in the game. But I could get a shed. So one of these sheds would be nice. I'd be able to store everything. But we just need a lot more money for that. 29k, probably that one. Yeah, I think that'll be the one that we get. I know this land isn't owned by me, but still. So lots of things to consider. First and foremost, we need to be able to future-proof our farm. So I need to be able to say in January we'll still be able to do contracts with our own equipment. We've already got the cultivating one, so that's fine. We should probably see if we can afford, seeing as we need to weed that field, maybe let's see if we can get a large hoe. Actually no, the large weeds aren't able to be hoed, but that's okay, because we could get one of the medium or small hoes, and I'm sure that that'd be one of the contracts that we do a lot of in the future. So let me just drop the back off and let's go pick up the cultivator. Now it looks like today we're going to start off by doing some cultivating contracts, seeing as we've got them already. Yes, there we go. Alright. Field 17, 24, and 4. That's fine. Deadwood, ploughing. So let's accept all these. We'll do a quick time lapse on all these, and then I shall come back, collect all this money. Let's accept this one too. Brilliant. I'll come back, I'll accept all this money, and then we can decide what to do with the rest of our day, the rest of our adventures. Field looks like we'll do 4, then 17, and then 24. So I will meet you guys over there and we'll get cracking. Alright, here we are. Looks like we're doing some corn. This cornfield is definitely looking the worst for wear. So let's go like this, put this thing down and cultivate. So this will take us a little while. But I think this is the biggest field. Yeah, 17 should be quick. 24 should be pretty quick as well. So I think this will be the biggest one. But while we're here, let's chat. So I had a look. There is one of the small weeders. So the weeders can only remove... This is a bit glitchy. Looks a bit weird the way this is going, but that's okay. The weeders can only remove small weeds. So there is one that's available for 6,500. Obviously, I'll be able to afford it right now. But... probably not the one that we want, because it can only do the small ones, and I don't think that kind of limits us to only contracts that obviously have small weeds on them, which at this time of year I'm thinking that there will be a lot that have medium ones, even larger ones. Now the larger ones we can only remove by spraying, fairly certain. So the next one up I think is about 12,000, so that's probably the one we might go for, and that just assures that we can do some contracts in the future. But I'll be honest, I think the first order of business is going to be to try and get another tractor, because that increases our earning capacity greatly. It means that we can then get an AI worker to use some of the tools that we've already got to do contracts while we either continue to do contracts or work on our own land or whatever. So seeing as that Challenger tractor is available, I'm thinking that we try and save for that. So that's 30,000. So if we earn, I think it was about 6,000-7,000 for all these 3 cultivating contracts, then that puts us pretty close to be able to afford that. So I think just while we figure out what's going on, first order of business is to make sure that we have another tractor, because, yeah, like I say, that is the thing that increases our earning potential the most throughout the second year. So obviously year 1, August to December, is nearly over. And yeah, just a reminder, we won't be able to borrow materials and equipment for contracts going forward, so I need to be able to own everything. So obviously having a tractor is the biggest thing that we need. Also, this tractor is a little underpowered, as you guys saw with the seeder that we have, the power seeder. It wasn't able to really maneuver with that very well on the back, actually at all. Now I could obviously get a front weight and balance things out. I just don't have one, but that's an easy fix. But yeah, it'd be nice to get a second tractor anyway. So a bit annoying that it's the Challenger tractor, which I think is the one that you start with if you have a new farm or whatever, because I really want to try some different ones, but that's okay. We will make it work. So that's the objective, I think. I think that's the path I'm going to go down. And then basically just a waiting game to see how many contracts we can complete in January and February, and it'll be like this for the first year. It'll be a bit boring, a bit sort of repetitive, same contracts, but that is realistically what would happen. If I moved to this area and I was trying to start my own farm, it would take me a little while to get everything sorted. So it makes sense that we're playing it this way, and I think it makes it really logical. So one of the things that we can do next year is we'll have the ability to take a loan. Now, I can only use one loan at a time. Obviously, the game doesn't limit you to what you can borrow. I think it scales up with what you own. So I'm not sure the capacity of the loan that we have right now. But either way, I'm not going to go crazy with it. I'm going to try and stay semi-realistic and make sure that we use one loan at a time, and then we have to pay back that loan before we can take out another loan. So the way the loans will work is I need to have a project for the loan. So it might be, for example, I want to be able to purchase a field, sow some sort of crop on it, and then harvest that crop. So the whole project would be the purchase of the land, the purchase of the equipment to make sure that we can do that, and then obviously it would go through until harvest time. So I would have that period of time to make sure that I pay back the loan for that project. So that way, we're limiting ourselves to what would be realistic. We do sort of one project at a time, and we make sure that that's done before we complete the next one. So it's a pretty safe way of doing it. I'm not sure if that's the most realistic way, but it makes sense in my head as well. I think it's the most logical. So that's why we're not going to go crazy with loans, and we're going to try and still earn everything, off our own back. It makes sense to me to try and work with money that we have. Obviously, sometimes, especially with farming machinery, things are crazy expensive, but that's the way I think that we're going to go. So that's the plan. We'll see how it goes. But yeah, I've talked a lot. For now, that's it. Let's do the rest of these cultivating contracts, and I will catch you guys back when we've made our money.
Jump into the car on a Friday night. I wanna drive with you. Looking for a bar in the nearest town. I've never seen a sky so blue. We don't ever play it, and the night is young. It doesn't matter what we do. There ain't nobody like look so beautiful. And I'm so lucky to be yours. And you're taking me high. Ain't nobody like you. I'm not coming down. Ain't nobody like you. I could go 1,000 miles as long as I'm with you. Yeah, you're taking me high. Ain't nobody like you. Talking about yourself and you make me smile. I can listen all night long. I tell you about the time when I first met you, listening to a favorite song. Walking on the street when you caught my eye. Something about the way you move. No, there ain't nobody like. There ain't nobody like. So lucky to be yours. And you're taking me high. Ain't nobody like you. I'm not coming down. Ain't nobody like you. I could go 1,000 miles as long as I'm with you. Yeah, you're taking me high. Ain't nobody like you. 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 Jump into the car on a Friday night. I wanna drive with you. Looking for a bar in the nearest town. I've never seen a sky so blue. And you're taking me high. Ain't nobody like you. I'm not coming down. Ain't nobody like you. I could go 1,000 miles as long as I'm with you. Yeah, you're taking me high. Ain't nobody like you. Ain't nobody like you. Ain't nobody like you.
Okay, so 3 cultivating contracts done. Let's do a quick autosave. Head over to here and collect. So about 7,000, I think. Yeah, not really. 6.5K though. I will take that. That's a good start to the day. So we have a couple of plowing contracts, which we could do. We do have the plow, but those fields are massive. But if that's the only way to get to 30K and get ourselves that challenger, then it's probably going to be what we have to do. So yeah, I'm very conflicted. I think that getting the I've gone the wrong way here. Excuse me. I'm just gonna have to go across this field. Although I did work on it already, so it shouldn't be an issue. I think getting the tractor is the right thing to do, but there's so many things I want. I want to be able to get a hoe to be able to put along at the back and do the medium and small weeds. I want to be able to get a sprayer so that we can do the large weeds, and we'll need that for our own personal field. And then of course I want a combine harvester, because when the wheat grows, which we're still a few months away, a fair few months away, 6-7 months, whatever it is. I think it's August next year, right? So we've still got time to be able to save up for that. But in the meantime, how the heck am I going to be able to afford anything? I also need a trailer, because when all the produce is out from the greenhouse, now I do have the truck, which has a very tiny sort of bed at the back that we're able to put stuff on. You guys can't see me, but I'm actually gesturing with my hand towards the back of the truck here. So we do have a very tiny area to be able to carry the pallets of produce, but that won't do us very long, because I don't think it'll be able to carry very much. It's also going to be tricky to load onto there with the front loader tractor. So yeah, I'm not really sure. Not really sure what to prioritize. I definitely think that getting the tractor is going to be the first thing we do, though. So I am going to head on home. I'm going to get the plow, and we are going to do those 2 plowing contracts that we just saw in the menu for field down the bottom. I think it was 90 and 80 something. So we'll do both of them, and then we'll come back and hopefully have enough money to buy ourselves the Challenger truck jack. Actually, we definitely will have enough money after we complete those 2 contracts to be able to get ourselves the second contract, and then we'll be laughing, because after that we have access to a worker, and basically means we'll be able to exponentially grow our revenue, because the worker will be able to do Is my indicator on? Don't even know. I don't know. I think it's off now. That's really weird that it doesn't show you, but yeah, then the worker will be able to do contracts while we still work on the other field. So it's the best way to go, most logical. So that is what we plan to do. So I will be back. You guys have already enjoyed the cultivating time lapse. Whoopsie. Good thing that we're all good. You guys have already enjoyed the cultivating time lapse, so I won't subject you to the plowing time lapse, but I'll go and do those 2 contracts. We'll come back, we'll collect the money, and then you guys will be able to see me getting ourselves the Challenger tractor, which will be an upgrade to the farm. So I think probably the next step is to also get a shed, because I'm a bit worried about just leaving everything out here in the open, but it is what it is for now. We're gonna have to make do. And also, do I even have a plow? I don't have a plow. For some reason, I thought we had a plow. This isn't a plow. This is a seeder, isn't it? I do not have a plow. So what a terrible waste of time. Oh, great. We've got 2 more cultivating contracts. All right. Well, what are they? That's 5,000. That's a bit more. That's 6,000. But we will make do with these, I guess. So I wish I'd have seen that. I was just there, and I've driven all the way back. But I guess we can do 37 and then 26. So it looks like we're actually going to carry on cultivating. So same thing though. I won't time-lapse this one just because I'm sure it gets very repetitive for you guys. So let me put the... I can't believe I had a plow. What the hell was I thinking? Let me put the cultivator back on. We'll go and complete that. And then I'll come back, like I said, with some money to be able to go and buy our tractor. So bit of a wasted trip here, but it is what it is. Can I hook this on the back or no? Why can't I reverse? There you go. Alright, let's hook this on, and yeah, I will see you guys once we've done those 2 contracts. Okay, so 3 contracts complete. Let's get some money. And that should be enough. Yes, it is. Should be enough for the new tractor. So, store time. And let's see if it's still here. Don't crash my game. It doesn't. The Challenger MT600. Alright, still not sold if this is the right decision, but 60% off. Let's see. Let's go to customize. And so if we get the next engine, so this one is 40k an hour, 200 horsepower. It goes up to 225 horsepower, but I can't quite afford that. So I'm not sure that's the way to go. We will get standard wheels, just because that's all I can afford, really. And 560k's additional weight. Why not? Is this detachable? I'll have to see if this is detachable, because I don't actually know. Wheel setup, wheel weights. No, so we don't want wheel weights. We want standard. But is there a chance that I can get a front loader? I don't really know. But that's fine. We're going to pay 640 bucks. Now let's go. Let's go for the whole one. Pay $1,000 more. So total is 31,263. We can't actually afford that. So let's drop down to the $480 one, because that will spend all of our money. And I don't like those wheels. Which wheels are cool? Continental, Midas, nah. BKT. Oh. I don't really like the Midas ones. I like the BKT ones, and I like these ones, but I think the BKT ones are cool. Only because I can say it as well. So, alright, we're getting the Challenger MT600, a 600 series. We have got these on episode... What episode is it now? Alright, I'm going to start doing... I wonder, can I do Type 2? Yeah, Type 2 is cool, but we'll do Type 1 for now, because I like this, the FS Farming Simulator, Zealonka. This is going to be... What episode are we in? So it's going to be episode 7. So start with 7. And then... is this a small or a medium-sized tractor? I don't actually know. Let's go back and check. So if I hit P and I go to tractors, is it a medium tractor or a small tractor? Challenger 600 is a medium tractor. Brilliant. So we're getting a medium tractor at a discount here. We said BKT, and I can't afford the 560, but I can afford the 480, so that's great. Can I customize the color? I don't know if I can. Maybe I can do that another way. Oh, license plate. So episode 7 is the one we got it on, and then medium tractor. TK can be a tractor. TK. Even though there's not a K, but alright, well that's stupid then, isn't it? Episode 7, and it's a medium. TR can be tractor, I guess. Cool. Alright, main color. Challenger. Is there like a Challenger one? Hardy. I like the red. Alright, well the John Deere is Challenger yellow. John Deere green? Is there a John Deere green somewhere? Is it over here somewhere? I don't know. John Deere green down there. Alright. Well, we'll go Challenger yellow. Why not? Yeah, cool. Yellow license plate on a yellow tractor. Great. Alright, let's do that. And I am happy with that. 200 horsepower, it says right there. Sweet. Let's purchase this. Second tractor of the series. We're not buying this one new, we're buying it used, but we've now got a nice medium-sized tractor to be able to use. So only $62 to our name, but I am keen to see this thing in action. So let's see what we can do. Our chickens are worth $13 now at 3 months old. Great. Let's do some plowing stuff. Let's see if I can lease a plow. Now, if I go to here and I just scroll down and I get, what if I lease one of these plows? How much is it? It won't be, you know what, it's no point because it won't be $62. It won't be $62. It'll always be cheaper to do the contracting ones. So let me lease, I guess for argument's sake, this one. And go back and just accept because I've already leased the materials. And I could use that one, but I want to test out this new tractor. So let's go this one. It is a bit loud. Let's turn that down. Oop. Attach my plow to here. Oops. Come on. I really can't attach it? There you go. Now, do I need a weight on the front? Probably not, seeing as I already have my own weight. And I can't drop it. So it's going to have to work. Field 89, field 84. I am going the wrong way. So interesting enough, this thing only has 15 used hours on it, which is just nothing. Like I'm basically getting a brand new tractor from the showroom. But I do want to know if I go to here, because I'm conscious of that blue bar on the tractor being like 80% full or whatever. If I go here and I click repair, I don't have enough money to do that. I should have thought about this. But I'm going to use it and then come back and repair it to see if that blue bar goes all the way to the top, because I'm fairly certain that with used vehicles you can't actually get 100% condition. But let's figure out if that's the case. Oh, we just hit the plow on the side. Good thing it's not ours. Right, heading on down to field 89 and 84. I guess we'll do... Why not do 84 first? It's the bigger field. We'll do 84, then we'll do 89, and we'll get some money back in the bank as we now look to buy ourselves. Maybe I need to do a bit of research and figure out exactly what type of contracts are best for January. We've got nothing else here. It's December, so there's not ever going to be any more contracts than what we have there. So I may as well do those two as well. The deadwood and the wood transport one, and I reckon that'll be the end of this episode. But yeah, we want to, like I said, future-proof ourselves, right? So we've got the cultivator, we've got the planter, like the disc harrower, whatever you want to call it, power harrower, I don't know. So we've got those two. Oh, I don't know what that is. Looks like a milk bottle. And we've obviously got the fertilizer as well. So that's a lot of contracts that we are able to do. I think we need a plower and a weeder. I really wouldn't mind getting a weeder. So I was looking before, and what's this thing? Mulcher. Oh, we don't need a mulcher. That's a sprayer. We don't need a sprayer. But if I was to get a... Where are we looking? Yield improvements. Not a roller, but a weeder. We could get ourselves a little 6,500 one, but it only does the first stage. So this one does the middle one. So I think I'd try and save up for this one if I could. But of course, we would potentially have to run into next year as well. Well, I mean, next month and next year. But to save 36,000 and also purchase this tractor this episode is probably too much. So one thing at a time. And I don't think we have anything worth selling either. It's not like I can sell all my produce and all my eggs because I just don't have anything to profit from it, you know. But let's see. Put this bad boy down. Reverse onto the road. So I plow the road. That's a H. And Lift plow, allow create fields. No, I don't want to create fields. Cool. Let's plow this field. I always struggle to know what's the best way to do this. This is me plowing outside the line or not? I can't tell. I can obviously see that the crops are disappearing where that wheel is, but I don't know if I'm plowing this right or wrong. I don't know if I have to do the switch, like if I have to put the plow on the other side. Who knows? But what I do know is that I have $62 in my account, and that is not enough to run a farm comfortably. So we need to gain a lot of money very, very quickly. Sell a lot of money. Yeah, fantastic. But we've now got 3 vehicles. We've got the small tractor, the medium tractor, the small John Deere, the medium Challenger, and we've got that little pickup truck as well with the trailer. So we probably need to get a trailer too. That'll be one of the things that we would need to save up for desperately if we want to do any harvesting contracts. But even then I would have to lease the combine harvesters in the first place, so I'm not sure I'll be able to do that. So we're in a tricky situation, and this is potentially a roadblock in the series, because I don't know if we'll be able to fully complete everything. Right, let's reverse down here. This thing really moves a lot slower than the Challenger. Than the Challenger. This is the Challenger. Moves a lot slower than the other one. And now let's go back down it. So I know are we plowing the same bit twice, but this is obviously a different lane. So maybe I'm just inadequate with using plows, which is a real possibility. But we've done a lot. We've done a lot. We've got ourselves a little John Deere. We've got this Challenger now. And yeah, we're moving on up. We've got a greenhouse. We've got chickens. Yeah, we're going good. Pretty happy with the direction this is moving in. And we'll take a little recap right at the end of the year once we do these last few contracts. Still only those 2 left. But we'll take a little recap and see exactly how much money we've made, and all the things that we've purchased and all the things that we've managed to, start producing on the farm, start utilizing and growing. So it's a very exciting time to be part of Kylora Farm, if you ask me. But to save you guys the hassle, obviously I completed all those cultivating ones off camera too. I will do a very quick time lapse of these 2 fields, and I will catch you guys when they're done. Alright, so there we are. Finished with all of that. It took a little while, but this Challenger is not a bad little tractor. So one last thing to do before we wrap up. Now, I will leave you guys with another little time lapse because we've got more contracts to do, and this is the last month, and it's only 5 o'clock, so plenty of time to get some more money. But before we go, I want to take this over to the repair shop and see if I can improve this tractor's condition. So I'm not sure, is it this one? No, it's the next one. I'm not sure with used tractors if I can get that bar to go all the way back up. My theory is no, because it's used. I'm not sure if I can repair it to 100% condition. I feel like it might be on 80% or whatever, but let's find out. So we'll head back up to the shop and then make our way into the repair bay and see if we can fix the tractor before we go. So we've done well, $5.5 grand, and we've got a few more. Let's have a quick look. A few more contracts to do. Cultivating's probably about 5k in cultivation there, and I'll do these ones as well. Well, that wood transport one's gone up now, really good. So quite a lot to do and achieve there, and I reckon we could finish with around close to 20,000. So if that is the case, then I'll consider buying some equipment first time around next episode so that we can carry on doing contracts in the future. But yeah, that's the plan. So like I said, I will leave you guys with that time lapse, but we are just arriving, pulling into the shop. So let's pull in here, jump out of our tractor, look at this beauty, and see if we can repair. So we'll repair it for 1,500. So that condition is full, right? I'm not repainting because I don't care. Value's gone up as well, 41k. And if I jump back into this, it is full. Crazy. All right, so we've fixed this. This is pretty much a brand new tractor with 16 working hours, which is amazing. So I'm going to go ahead and do these contracts, and I'll do them all, and then I'll come back and next episode we're able to buy some more stuff. So enjoy the time lapse. Other than that, I will catch you guys next time.